Ms. Keenan, you are now recognized for 5 minutes for your opening testimony.
Chairman Bost, Ranking Member Takano, and members of the committee, on behalf of the men and women of the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States and its auxiliary, thank you for the opportunity to present the VFW's views on pending legislation. The VFW supports H.R. 4077, the Guard Veterans Health Care Act, to allow VA to recover costs from Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D plans, closing the taxpayer cost duplication loophole that results in payments for care that those plans do not provide. This would strengthen VA's financial stability. Our support is backed by VFW Resolution 603, which affirms the organization's commitment to ensuring VA can collect appropriate medical reimbursements. The VFW stresses the need for careful implementation of this legislation and strong oversight to avoid administrative burdens or improper copay increases imposed by these insurers on veterans. Turning to H.R. 6047, the Sharri, Briley, and Eric Edmundson Veterans Benefits Expansion Act of 2025. While the VFW appreciates the committee's focus on strengthening the benefits included, we are very concerned about how this legislation will be financed through expanding the VA home loan funding fee. The VA home loan program has been one of the most impactful benefits ever created for veterans. Since World War II, it has helped veterans achieve stable, long-term homeownership. Through the 80-year history of the program, disabled veterans have always been exempt from the funding fee. They earned that exemption through their service and their injuries. H.R. 6047 would break that long-standing promise by imposing a funding fee on veterans with a VA disability rating of 70% or below on their second and future uses of the loan. That is not a minor adjustment. It makes home purchases more expensive and is a fundamental shift in how we treat disabled veterans. In accordance with VFW's Resolution 601, the VFW opposes reducing benefits of one group of veterans to expand those of another. The VFW recently testified at a Senate hearing and participated in House roundtables in response to numerous articles by the Washington Post that have claimed that veterans' benefits are too generous. We wholeheartedly disagree and urge our leaders to honor the contract. When we joined the military, we entered into a service contract that obligated us to face dangerous conditions and to train and deploy whenever and wherever required. That contract also obligates the federal government to provide benefits to veterans when they get out. For generations, these benefits have been viewed as earned rights, not financial levers to be manipulated by offsets. This proposal creates a designation where some disabled veterans deserve to pay and others do not. The VFW rejects the entire premise of that debate. Disabled veterans have already paid in service, injury, and hardship. They should not be asked to pay again through fees. If Congress decides to reduce this benefit, what stops future Congresses from going even further? Would VA charge fees to file claims or to access folk rehab? Why target disabled veterans for this offset at all? Congress has other options available, options that do not place the burden on disabled veterans. Regarding the dependency and indemnity compensation portion of the bill, it includes a small increase, but it is nowhere near the level the VFW has been advocating. Survivors currently receive only 43% of what a totally disabled veteran receives, compared to the 55% in other federal survivor programs. Under this proposal, survivors would only see a 2% increase over 5 years, far short of the 55% parity the VFW has supported. The VFW wants to see increases in support for the most severely disabled veterans, and we want to see survivor benefits strengthened. The people in this room, on this panel, deserve that. We agree that these are long overdue. If this committee finds a different way to pay for these, the VFW would be proud to support it. We cannot endorse a precedent that makes disabled veterans pay and fundamentally changes how veteran benefits are valued, accessed, and protected. Honor the contract, protect the integrity of the VA home loan program, and protect the benefits that veterans have earned. Chairman Boss, Ranking Member Takano, this concludes my remarks. I'm prepared to answer any questions you or the members of the committee may have.
Thank you, Ms. Keenan.